common one, so I think the Labrynth is the slightly more powerful deck if I was going to be choosing, especially when it gets to go first, with a... Is that a card of demise?
Yeah, saw it as well.
It's not so easy to use, I suppose. You're just going to be setting one and discarding a couple of cards, so...
But also, like, I think Salamangreat is a very explosive deck, and with, like, cards such as Kill Drain, Trap Trick, you know, the Ice Dragon Prison, which is, you know, huge against Salamangreat deck. I'm really curious to see the deck in action, but here we start things off with the Speed Red Terror Top, and I have good memories of the card as well, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's an absolutely premium card to start with, isn't it? You get 2 level 3s on the field without having to even use your normal summon. It's like a tour guide, but in a lot of cases, even better.
Totally, yeah.
Goblin Biker again?
Exactly.
No, not quite. It's the Mirage Stalio. I'm sure Pirangelo would be a little bit surprised to see this deck.
Let's see if he has any response to the Stalio. It looks as if he's thinking about it. Okay.
I was waiting for bottomless trap hole.
Yeah, you're not wrong, guys. This is Labrynth indeed, but this has been somewhat common across just touching a couple runic spells, because they act as obviously interruption, even going second. But most importantly, you can summon Yugin to pretty much protect yourself from Lightning Storm or RP's Feather Duster. So that's why they are in the deck.
Yeah, it's a very flexible card all around. You can also occasionally just summon a monster if needs be, or just not being a trap card is sometimes relevant if you're like just to have a different type of card. Sometimes there are cards that deal with trap cards specifically. But not with these.
And here comes the Silent Mining, getting rid of Journal Lockbird with, I mean, against Runic is very good, but I don't think that maybe Matteo understood what is going on at the moment. But maybe he has something else. Okay, I see a cross-suck designator that makes sense. You don't really want to get rid of it, just in case your opponent has any sort of interruption in his hand, and becomes the Lady as well, which is very good normal summon. Yes.
This is one of the things many people said about the Labrynth deck is if you play Labrynth, your opponent's non-engine cards will probably be pretty useless against you. We're seeing that Crossout Designator, and we're seeing the Droll and Lockbird, both of which just kind of sitting dead in the hand for Matteo. I mean, it gets a little bit of use out of it with Cyanide Mining, but it's not really doing much by itself.
But yeah, we can see Matteo has upgraded his deck with some beautiful rarities. And yeah, the really strong part about Terror Chop, as you mentioned, is now you're still free to play. And I guess Matteo is expecting maybe Runic Stun as a deck right now. That could be an option. So doesn't change too much the way you play around against. But now he has finally revealed he's up against Labrynth.
This is the point with the trap version of Labrynth where you feel the most vulnerable, because if you're playing the furniture version, you have a lot more engine pieces, and like one Ash is annoying, but if you're just playing a more heavy trap version and you get hit by an Ash Blossom or something on your first attempt, then it feels like sometimes you can just not have a monster for the whole game and your opponent can just kind of beat you up without really needing to break through your traps significantly.
And here comes the Daruma Cannon, which is huge, because, I mean, the Silent Mining has been activated. If it's not the case and Matteo doesn't hold into a Salamangreat circle, then he's in trouble.
Yeah, I'm thinking, like, it's quite, you know, it feels like Daruma Cannon is often the last line of defense, because it's a really powerful trap card, so you feel like you'd probably want to exhaust all your other ones first. So maybe Matteo kind of knows that, but does that mean he has anything else to do afterwards?
Yeah, especially because like once you commit your normal summon with the Salamangreat deck, it's very difficult to put up on the field something else if you don't have something like, you know, the Foxy or the Spinny. And you can tell that Matteo is just, you know, having a look at his hand. Maybe there will not be the case, but what is this? Oh, maybe the Thrust is the last card we don't know in hand.
Yeah, it looks like a Thrust. Very nice, because the lady has just activated its effect.
You're right.
But what could he get here? Because what is he really looking for? That's the talent, the one-off.
Yeah, the obvious one is the talent, but it doesn't seem too great.
Yeah, I don't know what it's gonna do. Like, you can take the lady, but you're just gonna have to give it back. You can take the one card from hand, but that doesn't deal with the cards on the field. So maybe just draw 2.
I think you just draw.
What do you think he's looking for in his deck?
Because like even if he draws into a circle, then it doesn't really solve the situation. I mean, I think he's going for drawing 2 cards. Yeah. Ogre
An ogre, yeah.
and a trap card, but
I think roar maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the counter. Kind of a whiff. Yeah. Tough spot. We see that, as mentioned, that cross out, which is hardly gonna have a target for outside of impermanence. Seems like that might be it. Yep. Matteo passes back, and I think Pierangelo is quite happy about how things have turned out. We must keep in mind he doesn't have a battle phase due to the runic.
That's alright, he has a card of demise, so.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to cope with it.
I think that was his last card.
yeah, that was the one he didn't play the last turn.
Nice. Yeah, he doesn't want to activate his card of demise, I guess.
I don't blame him. Like, this is a lot. And yeah, there is no response, of course, so we get another plus. This is brutal. Ice Dragon Prison is an incredible card against a deck like Salamangreat, which both relies on its graveyard, but also is completely focused on, you know, a single type, being Cybers mostly. So
Yeah, you're going to get quite a lot of advantage here, getting the extra copy of Welcome. He's going to get to reset that Daruma Cannon, assuming that the lovely resolves.
I think I might want to launch a petition to go this Cannon Labrynth, because we do have the Equation Cannons and now the Daruma Cannons being played as a free.
I've heard people try and call it Cannon Labyrinth.
Yeah, okay,
that's fair.
that's good. I think that works.
I will have to check if there are other cannons in the Yu-Gi-Oh database. There must be some.
We should just play all of them.
You could play it with the.
Delta Soldier Cannon.
But then we need we need some sort of pirate card to just, you know, fill the gap. And yeah,
I was thinking, I'm trying to think of the name of the pirate deck that people play with Vrinix.
oh yeah, I know what you mean perfectly.
With the Blackbeard.
Yeah. Plunder. Yeah.
Plunder. There we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plunder, Cannon, Labrynth. That's the deck. That's the goo for the next event. Sorry if we couldn't spoil it before. Rough spot. This is the dream if you're playing the Labrynth deck. And I mean, it's one of those decks where the first turn is really crucial, but if you're not able to stop it, the advantage, it's just ridiculous, because you can probably get a +2 every single turn, both yours and your opponent's. Yeah, not many decks can keep up with that.
Yeah, I saw the Ash Blossom there. It's kind of gutting for Mateo, because if we'd had that the turn previous, there would have been no lovely... there would have been no Lady Summon that then wouldn't have been able to set the big Welcome, so there would have been almost cutting off access to the engine of Pierangelo. But yeah, staring down 5 traps and a lady. And a big Welcome in graveyard to bounce anything you feel like. You can bounce spells and traps as well as monsters.
Matteo really trying to do something here, but
that's a Code of Soul he's just summoned.
Yeah, and the Welcome Labyrinth gets activated from Pierangelo's side.
Not really sure what that does, because I think he's just got lovelies and ladies. But he just needs to maybe clear it out so he can set another trap.
Yeah. You also have the, as you mentioned, the big welcome is still there, so many interruptions from all over.
And here it is. We mentioned this before, the Ice Dragon Prison against the Salamangreat deck is amazing.
Ravage.
No. It's
Ah, yeah, because we did go for the... We're locked, right?
Yeah.
Fiends.
Maybe...
No, it's only Fiends from the extra deck, isn't it? Or am I... I think it just stops you summoning from the extra deck. Maybe I'm going mad.
No.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, from deck correct. No, also deck, but yeah. You're right.
Well, from the deck or extra deck, right? So, I mean, that Dragon Prison can be activated, I guess, right? Because it's from the graveyard.
Hopefully for Pierangelo it won't matter too much. Did he just do Balinks into Balinks? Don't you need the field spell in order to do that? Pretty sure you do, right?
For the Balinks?
Yeah, it looks like he just went Balinks into Balinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs the...
Yeah, he does.
That's
We're freestyling, Tom.
That's the classic Salamangreat.
Yeah, I mean,
line.
he's old... I mean, yeah.
The field spell still sat in his hand. Yeah, it doesn't normally need a level 4 or lower Cyberse monster, but the field spell, the Sanctuary, can let you summon any Salamangreat monster by using just a copy of itself as a material, and a lot of the Salamangreat monsters have powerful effects when they are summoned with a copy of themselves already. It's not like one got destroyed, is it, Balinks? It got bounced, so there shouldn't be one in the grave.
How cannot? That's why he didn't use the field spell, because I think he used the Code of Soul as effect. I guess.
Yeah, that could be it.
You can use one, yeah.
Oh, I see. It gives you an extra Sanctuary kind of effect. It's interesting. It's like a Salamangreat card, but it doesn't have Salamangreat in the name, see?
I mean, this must have been it. Yeah, I think so.
It's a hanger-on to the Salamangreat archetype. But here comes the Daruma Cannon. You get to set a Dominus Impulse even, so it's such a powerful trap for the Labrynth deck. On account of being another trap card to add to the arsenal that can be used from the hand, because it is often quite difficult when you're playing Labrynth going second, because you just have to let your opponent do whatever they like, but not with Dominus Impulse.
But yeah, I think he has seen. All right, so now we take a look at this Salamangreat, and
it's got that all-important Ash Blossom, if nothing else.
oof, but we see the shifter right here. But the call by the grave, what a start. All right, all right.
I'll take that.
And again.
Wow.
All right, all right. I see you, Matteo.
Yeah, that's a really premium start with the Call by the Grave and the ideal starter card.
That is why you should upgrade your rarities. Just open up that terror drop.
You'd open up them more often.
Absolutely, science.
Yeah,
Science has proven it.
Here first.
Got to have the common or rare Tactomborg and Order Century Terror Top.
I mean, no matter how Takatomborg you were playing, you were always saying that one, you know.
Okay, so there is a chance that this is uninterrupted right here, and yeah, that could be the case. You don't really expect many Antraps in the Labrynth deck, I guess, but
yeah, there's those possibly infinite impermanence, but definitely Dominus Impulse. But I feel like if you have Dominus Impulse here, it's always hitting the Mirage Staliers, so I think that might be a clear green light for Matteo to do whatever he feels like.
And very good opening from Matteo, honestly. I mean, like, you can't ask for more. And the called by on the shifter, we were mentioning this before, how impactful it would have been. And
he saw the shifter and he was like, now! And he activated that called by to negate it straight up.
It's like just for the shifter as well. There's like no other card that the call by actually
Yeah, absolutely.
actually hits. But I guess you need it because shifter's so important.
You do.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past someone to be side decking Fuvalos in their Labrynth deck or in basically anything, so might hit that too. Salamangreat, it's already locked into fire, I think, with the Salamangreat of fire, so no issue making use of the princess there.
activates the sanctuary. Cannibalismo.
A lot more value than it used to be, where you just put one Link 2 over a Link 2. Now you get a Link 4 over a Link 4 and get to search your deck for any Salamangreat card, is that right?
Make Salamangreat again.
Again, that Salamangreat Roar.
Yep.
Oh, and the Weasel gets to give him the...
Yeah, that's the great interaction here, where you actually can use the Princess right away. And kind of unique interaction to the Salamangreat deck.
So does he want to use the Princess now? I'm a bit confused by the chain links. I feel like there's quite a lot going on. Or maybe he's just resolving the...
I'll let Matteo take
Take the
right.
wheel.
Yeah, take the wheel.
Get that free Salamangreat Roar.
I mean, very good start here from Matteo, because he has the permanents, he has the Aurora, he has the Ash. I mean...
Yeah, do you think he's going to use the Princess? It'd be a bit weird, though, because he's already used the summon from Grave. But he could bring back his other big Salamangreat.
Yeah, because it works well with the Phoenix usually, but I mean, depends on the type of setup. I think that's what he's discussing, I guess. Yeah, he does.
I guess like he can just bring back the Phoenix. So
yeah, this is what's
its own effect.
What's going on, exactly.
And it's just got bigger. Does it have any benefit, the fact that it was Link Summon using itself after it's searched a card already? Or because now it's just a sort of unlink summoned version?
Yeah.
But I don't think so. I think you can still use the Raw and you can still... Yeah.
Oh, he's actually thinking about, giving those up for another wolf.
This is a proper like link climbing...
Or down climbing,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
A bit risky though, right?
Yeah, maybe he just wanted the Princess in the grave again, but that seems like an odd thing to want against Labrynth, where they're probably not going to summon any monsters.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you do get into this autopilot mode, I would say, but you really have to adjust to whatever deck you're facing, and I do agree that maybe should have thought about that slightly more.
Ooh, battle phase being declared. And I mean, there's the Roar.
Yeah, we need a second copy, and it's not even that great, is it?
Yeah, I think Ash is just like easily the most powerful card against the Labrynth deck.
Absolutely, and I mean, in Salamangreat, it's even better because you just get, if you have access to the first Ash, you just get one back every turn. So
yeah, you don't really like the idea of somebody looping Ash Blossoms against me.
absolutely, especially if you're playing Labrynth, because now we are back to 5 cards in hand, and yeah, Lady Debug coming down. This seems...
Yeah, you get so much
good.
here.
But this way is cutting off this recycling Ash.
For this turn at
option.
least, yeah.
Yeah.
He's already, I mean, the Wolf has already picked up a Gazelle, so giving him good follow-up, as is.
Yeah, Ragazal.
He might be out of Wolves, to be honest. I'm not sure how many you'd play at this point in time, but this is the second copy.
Yeah. How many does he play? Let me check.
Code is back.
Yes.
Yeah, we have added back the code, and I think, yeah, we're going to use it right away. It seems.
I'm a bit confused about his first turn, really. He left up with... I feel like he just ended with a... I mean, he drew a card and then ended with like a Sunlight Wolf and a Roar.
The OG combo.
Yeah, I guess so. Bringing us back. I mean, he didn't used to draw a card, so maybe that's the that's the difference.
Absolutely.
See, right, is it Heat Soul is a fire, right? But maybe I suppose everything else has to be fire, so you're not going to be able to summon it very easily.
Yeah, I mean, most importantly is like, if you end on it, so you want to end on a Salamangreat next to it as well, for the roars, I guess. Yep, now he's gonna use the effect, so gets this additional field spell, I guess. And here comes a pretty good one against Labrynth. Gonna be able to destroy a card and draw one if uninterrupted. So, are you surprised that the Mourner is still in there? I guess doesn't have enough to side out.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, got rid of the Daruma Cannon, which...
Yeah, you can't activate it unless unless there's at least one monster to set.
That can go.
So.
Oh, draw into the deck lockdown.
Yeah,
surely you've got more things
you could have
to
used it first.
That's oh yeah, you could have used it earlier,
I guess.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe he's got another one.
Of course, we've mentioned it. It's the Cannon Labrynth.
Maybe you just only leave Link monsters on the field. You play around the equation cannon for the whole
Fair
game.
enough. And now we again continue. He's been debating it. Yeah. He's only playing the one, right? Or
well, no, it looks like there's two Pyro Phoenix.
Okay,
good.
That's good. The space is a big issue for this deck again.
I mean,
yeah,
I agree. He's like rocketing through the extra deck at this point.
Yeah, and the thing is that due to the nature of the deck, you want to play multiples of cards, even though maybe they're subpar in a way. Or like you get the effect only if you play two of them, and then that cuts on a lot. Like back in the day, this deck going second was easily OTK due to, you know, transcode talker and then access code. But nowadays it's really tough to find space for that kind of thing. And yeah, I'm sure that if you play a deck like this, you're gonna regret some of these decisions throughout 12 rounds at a tournament.
Yeah, his extra deck's already looking quite light.
It's down to 7 or something like that. There comes a Spinny, and now we flip this welcome, but we know the Ash is there. Brutal. And I see a deck lockdown as well. Wow. I guess, yeah, it does make sense.
I think it's just another one of those cards you think might be better than Draw Lockbird or something.
I mean, against Labrynth for sure. But yeah. Okay, here comes Stalio. Didn't get to resolve it in game 1. Is it gonna go through? Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna.
But let me check something.
Twice in game 2, right? He already used it on the first turn. Here comes the Weasel.
Yeah, the doubt is, was that the card that he sent back to the extra deck? With
Yeah,
Wolf?
yeah, he did.
Because then, yeah.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, I'm not sure what happens.
Yeah,
to
I
the
think that's
restriction.
what they are discussing. Because I'm pretty sure you couldn't. I don't remember if you could summon it but not use the effect. Let me check real quick. Because it was something along those lines. No, you cannot actually just summon it at all.
Is it? Can't be
But
something.
I don't know.
Is it if you
I guess
return it
it's
to
just
the
if you
hand?
return it to the end. Yeah, because it starts with the added monster name, so I guess maybe that doesn't work then. Yeah, definitely a niche interaction, but seems like the judges ruled it that you can indeed go for it. Here they are. Bit of a crowd has gathered to watch this duel. And we see a Purulia. All right.
I don't think that's
Interesting.
going to get him very far this game.
What did he pick? The Solemn. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want your opponent to like just pick that Solemn straight away without thinking about it. That means they have everything else they need. If they're picking up a Solemn, it feels
We
like.
have the heavenly.
Is it 4? Is it 5?
We're gonna set a lot. I see a monster. No, we only set 3, so we didn't set a trap. Might be a second copy of something, but
I think I see a lady and an impulse. Those
oh,
were-
that makes sense. I guess this Purulia. Oh, but isn't that a feather duster?
Yeah, he has it.
I see it. And we are starting with something else.
I think he just knows it trades with the judgment. So if he plays it first,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's never going to do anything.
Well,
Well, it's,
It's
you
for-
know,
yeah.
a card that destroys your opponent's face down card and
I
then
know.
deals 4,000 damage is not a bad card.
absolutely. I'd say it's a better Cosmic Cycle. But
Don't tell Leo.
no, I won't. But yeah, as mentioned, we get rid of this talent, which is not really the greatest. It's probably kept, as Alberto mentioned, because we cannot really side out many cards.
I feel like I would have just kept the Purulia in hand, to be honest.
Yeah, especially if we had the Sign and Mining. But no, in the end, we do use the halving life point cards, we could say. And I mean, Tempai can deal 16,000. Sure, we cannot deal just 4,000?
You can do a 1 or 2, I reckon. Is that a thrust as well? Yeah, his
have no idea.
non-engine is lining up.
I mean, I'm pretty sure against any deck, this end could work out, but maybe, just maybe, Labrynth could be the one that wins against such an opener.
Yeah, he's almost got covers for everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, Feather Duster, Talent, Trust, and free
Purulia,
engine card.
yeah.
Purulia as well, yeah. This end is a dream. But maybe, if there is a deck, that could be this one. The card that shows was again code, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And no way we negate this, right? Yeah, exactly.
We'll just have to see what the remaining cards are for Perangelo. Do you need to have activated a normal trap to summon the Lady Labrynth, or just any trap? Can you do it after a Solemn Judgment?
I thought it was any
Normal trap.
normal.
card.
Perfect.
So it's going to have to wait a minute.
Yeah, that's the difference with the Heavenly Prison. Seems like Pierangelo is debating a little bit here whether he wants to interact. No.
I feel like Impulse would have just ended the turn there, because I don't know how he'd get a Salamangreat in Grave. I suppose he'd have to use the Sanctuary on Balinx. So we don't think he can do that, right? Just summon the lady.
This is also pretty good at ending turns, but yeah, I guess you're right then, because let me check on that. I mean, Alberto checked.
Yeah, he's just been informed to put it back in the hand.
Perfect.
I can
And
still
actually-
read. I can still read, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting worried out there.
It's actually going to work out really well for Pierangelo there, because I think the last card is Thrust. So it's just
Oh
going to...
yeah, is it?
I think that's what I'm looking at, so...
Yeah.
Matteo's like, no, you summon it. You can use the effect if you want to. But now there's just no reason he'd use it till the end phase.
Yeah, a bit of an odd sequencing, of course, because as you have mentioned, we could have used the impulse earlier, while now we are gonna use the solemn strike on this gazelle. Wow.
Playing very fast and loose with his life points.
And yeah, unfortunately, you were right. The last card is Trust, but no, he's not gonna try to use it.
He's definitely trying to use it.
No, no, no. What?
He activated it. He just had to put it back.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah,
Both players just showing each other a card from their hand.
that's
There's
great,
still-
fair play from our Italian players. Full knowledge.
Perangelo, if he wasn't before, definitely going to hold that
Wow.
lady until the end phase now.
Yeah. This is not looking great for Matteo, especially now that, as you've mentioned, he knows about it. He's not really gonna be interested in doing anything, and we get a Cosmic, which is alright, but we need a really solid top deck next turn.
Yeah, he's got a couple of turns.
You even set.
I'm feeling what you're feeling with that Cosmic. I did feel suspicious. Because you're not going to do anything now, right? Maybe he just really wanted to prompt a Labrynth trap to be activated.
And the card of the mice, yes.
Oof. That's a decent top deck.
Oh, it's been so long since I've used Card of Demise. I wouldn't even know the can you attack first, or do you have to skip your battle phase? Okay, he just attacked afterwards, and you definitely don't take any damage afterwards, right?
Battle phase?
You just skip it, right? Or you take no
I
damage?
don't remember anything about battle phase. I just remember that you cannot special. Was there
just
really a battle
remember
phase
that
effect as
there
well?
No, they take no
They
damage.
take no damage, yes.
Yeah, so you should have attacked first, right?
Yeah.
We are again, Tom, I already told you, we are just freestyling in this one. Just. Alright, but unfortunately, although the emotions were through the roof, it seems as if, and you can tell by Matteo's stance as well, he knows this one might be over, as he's gonna get his face down destroyed by Lovely, and then we're gonna still be able to special summon the lady in the end phase. This is plenty of advantage to seal this one out. Maybe not quite this turn, but
Yeah, it feels like way too much, right? Because you're going to get a new trap back. You can bounce one of your monsters and then get an extra pop with Lovely, so you can take an extra card out the hand.
yeah.
Oh, and here comes the
And
welcome.
here-
with the welcome, it's all over. It's gonna be Pierangelo taking this one and moving on with a very solid score, but yeah, just moments away, and there it is. That's the fifth.